Hey my friends, Paul here, and I just wanted to comment on the fact that Colorado State University football coach Jim McElwain's name is being bandied about for some pretty high-profile football jobs, like the Florida job. The Florida Gators fired their head coach, so Jim McElwain's name is being discussed there, and some other pretty big programs like the Nebraska program. Now, when I was on 99.9 The Point, we carried the Colorado Eagles games, and I produced those games and did colors, so I got to know Coach Stewart, Coach Chris Stewart, and the president of the Colorado Eagles, and it was really fun to work with him because he taught me so much about being a leader and what it was like to be a coach, not just in hockey but in general. And it was interesting, whenever we came to the playoffs each year, that was back in the Central Hockey League days, and that's kind of like 2 leagues below the National Hockey League. So it was the Central Hockey League, then the American Hockey League, and then the National Hockey League. So as we approached the playoffs, the American Hockey League would have some of their players called up to the NHL for people who were injured or couldn't play. And so the Central Hockey League would have some of their best players called up to the American Hockey League. So here are the Colorado Eagles going into the most important time of the year, and some of their best players get called up. And I thought that the coach would be upset about this. You know, it's like, oh man, how can you let your best players go and play for another team when you need them the most? And he said, you know, that means we're successful because our players are being called up. We have to deal with that because that means we're running a successful organization. And that's the same thing with Coach McElwain. Even though he, in his second year has brought the Rams to some great success, has a great record, they're going to a bowl game, we're talking about getting a new stadium, the Colorado State University football program is on track to just grow and get better and better and better, and you think, man, we don't want to lose this coach for anything. But if colleges like Florida are looking at the Colorado State head coach, if programs like Nebraska are looking at the Colorado State head coach, that means Colorado State is becoming more and more a part of the national dialogue, where you normally don't hear the teams Florida and Colorado State in the same breath. They're kind of in different leagues. But for the future, will they be? The more that Colorado State is talked about on this national stage, the more new recruits are going to realize that Fort Collins is a great option to go and play football. So even if Coach McElwain doesn't stick around, even though it would be a bummer to lose such a great coach, the fact that we graduated him from Colorado State to one of the most successful programs in the world, one of the most difficult conferences in the world in the Southeastern Conference, that means great things for Northern Colorado and for Colorado State. So if McElwain leaves, it's a bummer, but still the fact that these programs are even looking at him means it's great. It's a great success for Fort Collins, for Colorado State University, and for the football program. So that's what I think about that. What do you think? Leave your comments below, and please subscribe to our channel. And thank you.